212 now, so that means that I've been running barefoot for about 3 years. Barefoot and Five Fingers and Vivos, and I've even done it in Nikes, which is quite difficult. The first thing that actually drove me further was the frustration of not having thought of myself that we probably don't need the shoe. We probably could do great with some sort of minimalist shoe. And the reason why Matt maybe asked me is that I've run quite a lot of marathons barefooted, not barefooted, but in minimalist shoes and in Vibrams, and I've done a few 6-hour runs, and building up to this August doing a 100K trail marathon, ultra marathon. So, and I'm a physio as well, so I was really irritated that I haven't thought of just getting people out of the shoes when they ran, because I was already taking them out of the shoes when they were exercising and when they were doing like squatting, lunging, pushing, pulling, like Paul teaches. So, so the annoyance from not having thought of it myself was really big. When I think of it as how did I do the transition? I mean, as Lee talked about, I've had my fair share of aches and pains from the knee down. I mean, the first 5K I did was sprint style with no heel connection at all, which was, I don't think that you could ever get as much delayed onset muscle soreness as after doing 5Ks on your toes or on your nails. That was an explosive experience. But I mean, I've had my aches and pains in the foot and in the lower leg, and just that transition through getting how to, as you say, feeling what's best for you, but also, as Lee said, getting coaching as to how to do it, I thought was very important, because I mean, I just tried it out for myself. I initially on YouTube taught, I mean, as a lot of people are doing, and I really strongly believe that you should get a coach to get taught, and that's what I've done. That's what I recommend when people find, well, can we do this barefoot thing? Can I just buy a pair of Vibrams? Well, you can, but you might get hurt from it, and so skill is a big deal. I mean, you would also get taught if you were taught how to squat or whatever. So then the one thing that I've incorporated when I start working with athletes that wants to run in a forefoot midfoot strike is that the cardiovascular system would probably get better quite quickly, but the bones and mainly the connective tissue will not. So I try to control intensity with having them do at least some of their running in totally bare feet if the weather allows it. I mean, I live in Denmark, so it's like 3 or 4 or 5 months where you can do it. Otherwise, it would be too cold. And then by doing purely nasal breathing. So if they can only breathe through their nose, that will control their intensity to some degree. And from that point of view, I mean, that's working on the information of John Douillard, which has written an absolutely brilliant book, which, I mean, we can write it up afterwards. What's it called? Mind, Body, Sport? Or whatever. Yeah, brilliant book. So the way to control the intensity so as to not get connective tissue damage is through proper coaching and through nasal breathing. That's probably it. I mean, I don't have anything more to say. Just make sure that you don't go forward too fast, and I don't see there should be anything keeping you back from running maybe 100K if you're into it. I mean, Mr. Barefoot has done it several times, and I know there's others who have done it as well. So just enjoy it. And oh, one quick thing, I was just talking to you, Paul, about, for me, instantly when I started it, it was like meditating, because I had to control what I was doing and had to, where am I going as not to get hurt when I was landing on my bare feet. So I sort of felt like dynamic meditation, like it's like Osho all over again, doing dynamic meditation. So when I did my first half marathon, it was a trail marathon, and even though it was in 5 fingers, I was more exhausted between my ears than I was in my body afterwards. And so it's just great to coping with a stressful day. Well, thank you very much.